The Saints held their first Superdome practice of camp, and in that practice, we saw the first fight of training camp. Welcome back to The Dot, presented by Matt Bowers Auto Group. I'm Brooke Kirchhoff. Now look, that fight was short-lived. In on the dust-up, we saw Trevor Penning, Eric McCoy, Nathan Shepard, and Carl Granderson, but it was broken up pretty quickly, and Dennis Allen actually addressed it after practice and said, look, if you want to box like boxers, you can train like them and hit the line and run. So as you can imagine, that was broken up and all of that stopped pretty quickly. Now look, it was still a very productive practice for the Saints. Alante Taylor continues to stack days. He looked really good in 7-on-7. He had a couple of impressive pass breakups, but the play of the day came in team when Derek Carr fired out a deep ball to Chris Olave with Alante Taylor in coverage, and Olave went up to get the ball. He has by far been the camp standout. A lot of the things that Chris Olave wanted to accomplish in the offseason, he has proven it so far in training camp. He added on the size for contested catches, and his speed is what truly is impressive, and you can kind of see where his mental game has improved as well. It doesn't even have to be spoken in some of these plays. Derek Carr even said after practice that it doesn't even have to be verbally communicated. Chris is kind of even reading where Carr wants him to be, and he's just doing it. And we actually talked to Carr about what makes Chris Olave so special after practice.
It was really impressive to me because he came back to the ball. We were able to get a big explosive out of it. And that kind of stuff right there, obviously you guys see the speed, you see the routes, you guys can see the catches that he's been making. But something little like that would be hard if you weren't in our playbook, right? And what he did on that was really unbelievable.
As far as the first preseason goes, we don't know how much playing time quarterback Derek Carr will actually get. Dennis Allen was not going to give that to us in post-practice, but even Carr said if the Saints did not roll him out there, he would actually ask to be put out there to play, given he's in an entirely new offense. Now, Jaylon Smith was out at practice, the Saints' new linebacker. He will wear 59, and to make room on the 90-man roster for Smith, the Saints waived wide receiver Kiki Kuti, which is actually a surprise to me because we have seen him flash so far in training camp, but it is getting to that point where the Saints are going to have to make some tough decisions. There was only one injury in practice today. Landon Young left practice with an MCL sprain. He was on the ground for a long while at the end of practice, but that was the only injury. We didn't see Michael Thomas for the Saints' first practice in the Dome, which was a little bit surprising as this is a practice to kind of get used to the new turf. Michael Thomas did have a veteran rest day. It had nothing to do with injury. He will be one that we will have our eyes on for the first preseason game that will happen in the Dome Sunday against the Chiefs.